got blue on it, that's got red on it, and that one.
Hey up guys, welcome back to another sheep farming, failing at farming video. Today we are at Craven College in Skipton doing a dry stone walling course. This is something Tom and I have wanted to do for such a long time, and when we took the farm on 6 months ago we knew it was time that we needed to get ourselves booked in. We booked the course through Tyro Training, who operate at Craven College in Skipton. So the course was actually held at the college on the drive as you head down towards the auction mart. I'm so keen to tell you so much about the course, but if it's anything that you're interested in, I would highly recommend doing it yourself. They only hold half a dozen of these courses there every year, and the lady who runs them was just absolute dynamite. She was brilliant, she was so knowledgeable and has so much experience. There's way more to it than we originally thought. When we arrived on the course, we thought we'd arrive that day, learn a few tricks of the trade and instantly be able to bang a wall up. It is just not the case. It's such difficult work, and that's from two people who are competent enough to build a wall on farm. The skill and precision involved is just nothing like we ever imagined. So most of you will know that a dry stone wall is made up of two skins. So we basically spent 8 hours on each side of the wall, me and Tom on this side here and the other two members on the other. Just a little update on this little girl. She's on fire. She's brilliant. No trace of any maggots left on her, and I think she's feeling pretty good. She's eaten a lot of hay the last 2 days. She's eating like the clappers, the lamb ration, and she's drinking. She's not really lying down much. She's sort of spending most of the time on her feet, which we would expect really for a wily little lamb like that. So I think the future's bright for you, girl. I think the future's bright.
Woke up.
Happy Sunday, everybody. Today is gathering day. We are gathering all the ewes across the farm in, ready for bolusing. We'll talk a little bit more about that later on in the video and what that entails. Here we've got Tom working the dog just to help him get the sheep in. You can probably see from these clips how much control Fidget the dog is displaying here. Fidget is 5 years old and has got relatively low mileage for a working dog. Before we took on the farm 6 months ago, Fidget was very much used to working on much smaller flocks of sheep over smaller pieces of land. For a 5-year-old, he's adjusted so well now as a hill dog and is consistently running on flocks as big as 150 without asking any questions. So Fidget's workload varies quite a bit day to day. Sometimes doing quite slow, steady, close proximity work, and sometimes he's sent blasting out across fields and can cover virtually the whole farm in a matter of minutes. This will always depend on exactly what job that day we need him to help us with. So on days like today, gathering all the sheep from all the corners of the farm, they've split off into their own little flocks. So here we've just got a little pack of mules. Earlier on, you could see there he was just gathering some lonks up from some low ground. No day really is the same for this dog. It is absolutely paramount for us that the dog is fit, healthy and able to work. And we are just about getting to a point now with the amount of sheep and the amount of land we have that it's probably time to start considering a sibling for Fidget. If we did end up getting another working dog, whichever dog we were to take on, it would have some massive shoes to fill. This dog owes us absolutely nothing. He's worked his socks off in the 5 years that we've had him, and we actually have him to thank for all of this. The only reason that we got into sheep was because Tom took on a collie that was absolutely deranged, needed a job to do. He was crap at agility and just wouldn't have it. So the only way that we could keep the dog level-headed was to buy some sheep to work him on, and the whole thing snowballed from there. Keep being awesome, Fidge, because we wouldn't have a bloody chance at this without you.
Vitamins.
Okay, let's talk boluses. So today we are using the Agrimin 24/7 Smart Trace. The main trace elements included in this bolus are copper, selenium, iodine and cobalt. Now there's no denying the boluses can be a little bit tricky to administer at times. And there's no denying that when you see the size of the bolus that you're actually using. However, the boluses stay in the system for 180 days, slowly releasing all these trace elements, where a drench will only last up to sort of a maximum of 8 to 12 weeks, some only around 4 to 6 weeks. It just makes absolutely no sense for us to be gathering all these sheep in and doing that so frequently when we can literally just bolus them before tupping time and know that they're super safe while they're carrying the lambs, and we're not going to end up with anything like a copper deficiency that would cause sway back in lambs, for instance. So the sheep are held in the main gathering pen where we watch them for lameness or anything odd like that. They ran through the race, they receive the bolus, and then they go out of the gate and back up to the field. Do you ever get the feeling you're being watched?
I'll get a few in and they'll be. I'm trying to get them out of pocket, I just can't get them out of pocket.
Erin, do you want to pass forward?
Just keep passing us them because it's just. I don't know.
I'm just going to get my knees, sorry.
We've just got an injury.
Look at that. That is the mother of all splinters.
Sheesh. Jesus, girl.
Can you see it on the
I'm
camera?
freaking that out.
Can you see it on the camera?
Can I go back? Yeah, freaky hell. Right, Tom, I'm coming behind you. I'm sure this bed outside. I'm not scared of my knees. I'm not scared of my knees. Got blue on it, that's got red on it, and that one. I went over it and I hit the floor.
You've like scuffed your chest there.
Yeah, I'm literally fine.
Open your eyes.
You've scratched your head here.
Yeah,
You've scratched your
I'm
nose
not going
here.
to school.
You've first scratched your face. It flipped you over.
You're fidget
I tried.
Yeah.
I know it's not safe. Like they're too big.
Jesus. Brilliant. The lonks can go.
We're back in business. Erin isn't. Jeez, guys. Just a stark reminder of how dangerous this
Keep
shit
an eye on that one that just got through.
can actually get.
It's Joker.
Yeah, it is. What are you doing there? These lonks are not the one. It's the big ones. So these are quite a bit smaller than the lonks there that got her in. Really, we need her in like an American football kit.
Oh, damn it.
You just hacked it up. So,
I'm not a fan of bolusing, I'm not gonna lie.
no, it was a lot easier with the other ones. Sorry, forgive my horrible nails. I went to a wedding like 3 weeks ago and I've still not had these removed, so very not picturesque, are they? So these are the boluses. You've got to leave the paper on. These are the 24/7 bolus. So these just give them a bit of everything that slowly releases over many months. So we are giving them through an applicator there.
180 days.
180 days. So down the throat, bang into the bellies, and I think it sits in their rumen
Yeah.
and just slowly releases over 180 days.
Stop this one.
Just keep hacking them up.
Yeah, she gets them in and then she just sort of goes. Rip. You can see it go down the throat. Then.
They're mostly quite easy to do, and then you just get the odd one that just fights you, or like this one just keeps throwing it back up. Yeah, so 130 I think to do. We don't do the lambs. These are just for full-sized use. Some sympathy off your mum. What kind of sympathy do you reckon? Maybe like a day off school, takeaway. Yeah. What kind of simps?
Maybe a bit of like, just a bit of like worry.
You know,
yeah.
It didn't get done.
Yeah, it's Joker.
Joker. I know exactly which one. I'm the brains of this operation. Even though I'm like slightly concussed, slightly in shock.
I thought he was lame. Make it work.
Self-medicated.
My high heel boots on.
These boots are made for walking. That's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna. That's too much. How did it even do that? God, you couldn't do that if you tried, could you? Go on, lass. Looks fabulous. Suits you. I thought she was lame. If you watched our last video, this was the Swaledale that I thought, does that look scabby? But it certainly don't look scabby. It just looks really bloody poor, so not sure what's gone on there. You don't look so well, lass. The ones left are getting smaller, thankfully. We've been at this a good couple of hours now. It's getting a little bit tedious. Her face still looks like this.
Perched like a bird.
Like a bird on the fence. Tom's still wrestling sheep. God, she looks good, whoever he's got hold of there. Is that long?
It is indeed. This is one of my better ones.
Looks well, that.
Okie dokie, we're done. We're done. That, I'm not going to lie, I didn't enjoy that. I genuinely didn't enjoy that. Sometimes sheep are tough and it's graft, but I just didn't enjoy that. Mainly more for the sheep than for me. I've seen before with the people using the... We used a little male bolus, which is about this big. Put it in with a little bit of water or a little bit of mineral drench. Tiny little thing before, that's the boluses we've used. So today we use the Trace 24/7 with copper. I'll get the full name put on the thing, and they're just much bigger, like they're like the size of my thumb. So it's quite a tube that goes down the throat to fit it, and I'll be honest with you, there's a couple that I didn't even do. I couldn't get down the throat without ramming it. I mean, ramming it is the worst thing. You don't ram it, it's supposed to go down, it's supposed to almost go down quite easily. So there's a couple that I didn't end up doing, but it's 104, I think, about 104 done. So hopefully those girls will have all the good. I think so. We've got selenium, copper, cobalt. Can't remember the other two. Or one. We'll find out. So yeah, hopefully they've got that. The ewes have got that in there. So when the tup goes in 3 weeks now, which is scary because I've got to get all these fields secure and separated and make sure they don't mix up. So that's coming around pretty quick. So in 3 weeks' time, our tup's going. And we've got to decide which tup's going to what, which tup's going to who. So that's going to be, got to make the right decisions. So yeah, overall, I didn't enjoy that. Erin, bless her, bless little salts, got absolutely trolled by one of the lonks. They're a hardy thing. They're just bricks with horns. And took Erin for a ride. So yeah, bless her. She took it like a champ. She cracked back on. I thought that'd be done for the day, and she got up and went on. Lids took a few to the knee, so I suspect there'll be a couple of coloured bruised knees. So yeah, well done girls, you did mega there. Not my favourite thing. I'm only doing that once a year. They can do one lot of bolus before tupping, because it's hell. At least these had a good day. And what a way to finish. We're off to get fish and chips now. Bless. No way is Lydia making tea. That's just... She's grafted her bollocks off. We're having fish and chips. So, that is our little fly struck girl. She's had a last lot of painkillers and antibiotics. And then she's out, as well as a good covering of Crevexin. So it's this little one here. Yeah, so from looking pretty doom and gloom, she's out and about, had a good bit of feed. She'd be happy to be out on grass rather than haying in a barn, so yeah. I'm happy. I think she's going to be all right. We'll keep a close eye on her still. I think she's going to be okay. What do you reckon, Fidge? Good boy. So here we are earlier on in the day, part of the gather. So it's just me and Fidge here coming down through this field to get the main bulk of the flock. So just for a bit of a scale, this field here that the sheep are in, it's about an 8 acre field. So you can see the little tiny little dot in the middle of the field and the little black whizzy dot going around. That's Fidget. Although this looks all very fast and rushed, it's actually done at about walking speed. For the sheep, the main thing we want to do is keep it really steady and relaxed, because if it all gets a bit rushed and fast and frantic, the sheep just go everywhere and we've got no chance then. So between us, me and Fidge working together, nice and steadily, walking them up. This here is quite a steep hill, so ideally I'd follow them straight behind them, but the terrain there is not ideal, so I sort of go on the low side and Fidget's running on the low side and the top side when I have to go down. They want to go into that field there where we have traditionally gone through that field before, but we've got our valleys in there and the valley on the top at the moment. So I don't want them going through there and making too many friends. So we'll push them up to the far corner where you'll see them in it. They pop out by the tree and get closer to the house. So we're nearly there, into the final field. Once the main flock was through into the middle of the field, I called the girls over to give us a hand just for the last final push. Where they want to be going is up to the top right of this field. However, on the bottom left side, you'll see there's a couple of stragglers that were already in that field. So I want to go gather them up and then push the bulk of them back through to the race at the back of the farm. However, I did think it'd be wise to get the girls involved and help me out here. After a really tough day, we were all left feeling pretty knackered. However, it was made totally worth it with beautiful views like this.
Thanks so much for watching this week's video, guys. If you haven't done already, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. You could even leave us a comment and let us know if there's anything in particular that you'd like to see. Look after yourselves, guys. Take care, and we'll see you next time.